Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Bill. Thanks for coming on back. Start to Continue channel. We're going to talk more Bob stuff today. I realized going through my shelves that there's a huge bootleg that I haven't talked about yet. Haven't shown you guys this stuff. So that's what we're doing today. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. Helps out the channel quite a bit. And let me tell you, once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to have a massive, huge giveaway to the subscribers for the people who tuned in and got us to 1,000. It means a lot. Then YouTube will start paying attention to us. We can get more stuff going on. There'll be banners and stuff I'll be able to afford, like a set or something. It's going to be crazy. Got to get to 1,000. Hit the subscribe button. So yeah, I was going through my shelves. And normally every time I did pick up one of these bootleg editions, I did a video on it, an unboxing, because there's a lot of stuff in there to go through. As you can see, it's a 3-discer. It's got a booklet in there as well. There's all the stuff that's on there. A lot to go through here. We're going to go and hit the overhead camera once we finish talking about this, and we'll take a detailed dive of what's inside and why they thought they had to go ahead and do another version of self-portrait. That's what this is, another self-portrait. Bob Dylan. Of course, you guys know the original self-portrait right there. That came out in, what was it, 1970? And people were angry about this album. Did not like. Famously, Rolling Stone magazine, like co-founder, he was there in the beginning. Their first review editor, Greil Marcus, famously started his review by saying, "What is this shit?" And that's a guy who gave every Bob album 5 stars no matter what. And also said if Bob were to release an album with just him breathing heavily, he would listen to it and buy it. And then when he heard this, he said, yes, I would still do that, but not of Bob breathing softly. So he did not like this. And, you know, what can be said? Bob did the painting here. He says he slapped this together in 5 minutes. Had no title for the album. They say self-portrait. Good enough. We got very basic artwork on the back. Track listing. My copy has some stuff circled for some reason. Don't know why that is. But I don't know. Maybe because I heard so many reviews, I did my reading before I actually got this album, that I never gave it much of a chance, to be honest with you. And speaking of the book, Robert Shelton, he approached Bob about it and asked him, and said I was confused by this release, and Bob said to Shelton that he was really going for it. He was trying to make a decent album. He said if it was Elvis that tried to do this, everything would be fine, but if Bob's doing it, it's a big problem. And then in later interviews, Rolling Stone magazine, and with Cameron Crowe for the Biograph set, Bob admits that he did this as another to, you know, take the piss out of his fans one more time, who drove him from his Woodstock home, drove him from his New York home, who were putting him on this, you know, pedestal again. So he's like, I'm going to just slap this stuff out there, whip it out there as a joke to you guys that I'm not this monument of whatever you think. And he supported that claim in several other interviews. Now, if that's the case, I don't know. But you do have what he told Sheldon originally, too. I don't know, but going back, there are really good tracks on here. I mean, like, Alberta, Days of 49 is my favorite song, even this version of it. And there's a couple of head scratchers like Blue Moon and The Boxer. But right after that, The Mighty Quinn, which is a hugely famous Bob song, is on here. Of course, that's from the Basement Tape Sessions. Like, I don't know if you guys know, this is a lot of leftover stuff from previous sessions, from like Nashville Skyline and New Morning. Basement tapes, like I said, there's even tracks from a live concert on here, the Isle of Wight with the band. There's tracks of that on here. So it's just a mishmash of all kinds of stuff. Threw in all kinds of overdubs, all kinds of vocal performers. The personnel list on here is 50 people. 50 artists helped produce this, you know, added to the creation of this, produced by Bob Johnson. I would love to hear his personal stories, recollections of putting this thing together. Anyways, 2013, part of the Bootleg Series, Columbia decides to dive deep into those sessions and take a look at the meat of self-portrait, and is there really good stuff in there? So what we get here is, it's not just self-portrait, but we got tracks from what do we got? Well, Basement Tapes, of course, and New Morning, and like I said, Nashville Skyline. The self-portrait stuff, they stripped away all the overdubbing and remastered it, and gets us really up close with Bob in a personal level, just him and his voice and the listener. All that stuff in between the microphone and the speaker is taken away, and you get a better experience hearing this album. So anyways, let's flip to the overhead camera and let's take a look at this up close and go through the booklet. I've done enough talking. Let's check it out. All right, so let's get this action going. We got the overhead camera, the Fable overhead camera. We're gonna look at go through this in depth. This big monster special deluxe LP. But first, hey, just for the hell of it, since we had it out, let's check out the original self-portrait LP. This is an original pressing, 1970. Mine should be a Canadian release. And you have like a textured cover here to kind of match the you know, the painting atmosphere here. So this is like textured like canvas. Of course, as I said, Bob said he took 5 minutes to do this cover. I believe it. Got a nice gatefold for the 2 albums in here. Got some nice artwork. Like I said, 50 people involved in this record. So a lot of people to put down in the credits here. And then your back cover. And if you recall, someone felt like they had to circle some songs here. That's okay. I still don't get. I've never put a pen to one of my records ever, but I come across it all the time. So there's not much to see in here, you know, regular black vinyl in there. Okay, let's get to the main show. Geez, that original pressing 1970, they put that out in LP, of course. They put it out in 8-track. There was even 4-channel reel-to-reel came out. Cassette for it came out a year later. But what we have here is the Bootleg Edition Volume 10. Previously unreleased recording from historic 69 to 71 era. Includes a booklet, which we'll look at. Yeah, if you would have bought the CD version, you would have gotten an entire... I think it's the band, Bob and the band at Isle of Wight. You would have got that entire concert on CD, which is good to have. Look at this monster. Lots of stuff in here. There's the back. What's he got in there? He took delivery of something. Okay, so let's get in here. It's so monster thick. It's like you can't get a record sleeve to fit this monster, so you got to be super careful when you open it and preserve this poly as best you can. But mine is starting to shrivel back, unfortunately. But okay, let's take all the goodies out. It's actually been a while since I've been through this, so This is kind of exciting. Look at that. And then the inside, you still got more stuff in there. Of course, you can't see that. But yeah, there you go. The design continues all the way inside, which is, they do this a lot on these vinyl bootleg editions. Got the CBS artwork going through it, where they even stuff artwork inside. I like that. Nice little Easter egg. Okay, so we got some propaganda here. Make sure there's no codes or anything. No. Coming this fall. The complete album collection. I have not purchased that. That is expensive stuff, because I already have all the albums in one way or another. Well, 98% of the albums. But it would be cool to get that box set. Let me know if you pick that up. Very nice. These have actual physical CDs thrown in. And these are still sealed, folks. Maybe we should open those. See what the discs look like. So nice when they do this. And why not? It's not like it's a lot of money to add a physical CD into these giant LP tracks. Let's open one up. You guys have subscribed for a reason. Let's give you your subscription worth of content here. Careful. Holy mackerel. There we go. I love it. Thank you, Columbia, for doing that. That I appreciate. Okay. What do we have here? Side A and side B. So this is the first sleeve. Fortunate that it's right on top for us. Doing his best Johnny Cash right there. I don't know what this is. What is this? There's like some kind of glue or residue on there. I don't remember seeing that before. It's always something. Inside the sleeve, we get the record sleeve itself. I'm still thinking about that glue that's on there. How did that happen? Interesting CBS sleeve. And there we have the vinyl. I'm just seeing what the run out matrix is. See if it's the same as my album, which it is not. Which makes sense. Why would it be? Okay, and just slip that back in there. Ever so gently. Put that back in there. Oop, that's side E. Side C and side D. I don't know what he's looking at. Must have been a cool plane going over top. This one is fine. Nothing wrong here. In Columbia art instead of CBS art like the last one. Or no, is the inside was CBS, right? Again, guys, if I don't make sense when I'm talking, it's okay. Call me out in the comments. It's fine. This is all off the cuff. I'm looking through it kind of like you are. I've been through it before, but it's been a long time, so it's kind of first impressions. Again, if you knew my memory, it's always first impressions when I go through this stuff. Days of 49 is my favorite track on here. Although, I will confess to you, I like the overdubs. That drum overdub on the original album, listen to it. That drummer is doing something different for every beat of that song. Every time. He's coming up with new ways to drum that rhythm. And it's spectacular. I love it. So that's the one exception where I prefer the original track to this remastered version. And here we have side E and F. Very nice cover. Ooh, that's a neat, like 45 sleeve. Clancy Brothers, Chad and Jeremy, Barbra Streisand. Very neat. Tony Bennett. The Bides. That looks cool. Well done. Let me take a quick look at this. Quality vinyl. Everything looks good. Whoa. Don't want to drop it. Alright. So the vinyl looks cool. These look great, except for that first one with the glue all over it. Unexplainable. Okay, now we have this huge book to go through. It is actually pretty thick, which concerns me because I don't want to break the spine on it. It's got some great artwork here. All right. Some of the promo material from Columbia. I love how they got Greil Marcus to come back and rewrite his review for this album. Probably the best thing, if you want to read this, is to hit the pause button. You'd probably be able to see it all. I don't think you want me to sit here and read it to you. These shots of Bob in his Woodstock days, it's something about it. So good. Ooh, that's a great poster. I'd buy that. There's that. What has he got in his pocket? I gotta know. Could be his per diem for the day. Nice big full-on picture of that. There should be foldouts in here. There's those Woodstock shots I was talking about. Were these promo shots for New Morning? If I recall, let me know. Am I remembering that wrong? There's some trivia for you. What was the dog's name? Nice collie. That's what it looks like. Recognize some faces there. There's Bob and the band. Bob's like, oh, you want to take lead on that verse? Oh, you think so, eh? Huh. I forget how much I paid for this, but this booklet is pretty damn good. There's that dog again. Kind of missing its head. Man, those cassettes are probably worth some bucks. Those reels. There's all the reel notes, the cue sheets on the reels. That's not how you spell Isle of Wight, is it? And then we explain what songs are on here. Get a nice full pager right here. Skipping a page. And he's still with that drum. You got places to be with that drum. And he is getting there. And our credits. $2013. I wish I remember how much I paid for this. Okay, so there you have it. That is the Bootleg Series Volume 10. Hope you enjoyed this little this little meander through the contents. That was fun. I want to throw this on the old record player now. If you're thinking about getting this, I bet you there's still some available. Maybe I'll put a link in the description. Bob Dylan, another self-portrait, 69-71. Thanks, guys, for checking this out with me. I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We got more fun stuff coming, more Bob stuff and more other stuff. You know, we're gonna go through it all. You and me, we're here together. Thanks, everyone, for your support. We'll catch you next time. Don't forget, that 1,000 subscriber giveaway is coming. All we got to do is get to 1,000 first. So hit the subscribe. Tell your buddies. All right, thanks, everybody. We'll catch you next time.